Hi, everyone, and welcome back and happy Friday. Let's get you over this finish line. Make sure you bring the water bottle, put on that sunscreen today. Take precautions because we've got temperatures that are going to feel like summer. Highs today, 85 degrees for Los Angeles. Tomorrow, very similar, and we're hanging on to the sunshine. A slight cool down on Sunday, 78. The temperatures are going to be so warm today that we have a possibility of breaking some record highs. So here are just a couple of cities that are going to be flirting with those records. I'm looking at Pasadena, downtown LA, Woodland Hills, Claremont, where the temperatures are going to be in the low to upper 80s. I'm looking at Woodland Hills, 87 degrees. So this is how it's all going to shake out. Highs today are going to reach the 80s, even in the South Bay, 84. Mid 80s for inland Orange County, Anaheim. It's going to be a warm day at the parks. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s for the valleys, the Inland Empire. We're even going to have 80s for our friends over in Ventura County. Look at Oxnard, 83. Milder in the deserts and also in the mountains where temperatures there will be in the upper 50s and also upper 60s. A reason for this warm weather, high pressure up above, but down below at the surface, we have offshore winds, these weak Santa Ana winds. They have prompted a wind advisory over the LA and Ventura County mountains through 2 o'clock this afternoon. The gusts at times could reach speeds between 35 to 45 miles per hour. Here we are at 2 p.m. where you see these northeasterly winds reaching the coastline. Those usual wind-prone spots in the Inland Empire, you're going to feel those winds to the south of Cajon Pass. And even as we step into Saturday, those offshore winds are going to continue. So today and tomorrow, the temperatures will be very similar in the mid 80s. But watch what happens late Saturday into Sunday. We lose those offshore winds, and instead, we will have brief onshore flow develop Sunday through early next week, so that's going to help our temperatures come down a few degrees. Here's your weekend forecast where you see the weather for Saturday is going to be a touch warmer than Sunday, when temperatures on Sunday are expected to lower into the 70s through the coast, the basin, the Orange County area, the valleys, the IE, and the mountains. The temperatures will stay pretty similar. And as we look ahead to February, because this is it, the last few days of January, well, February is going to start off on a warm note as well. Right now, the outlooks are calling for above normal temperatures for the West Coast through February the 8th. And I'm getting a lot of questions of people asking, when is it going to rain? Amigos, not anytime soon, because the outlooks are also calling for below normal precipitation for us in the West Coast, at least through the first 2 weeks of February. I'll let you know if that changes. So here's your 7-day forecast where we see warm weather today, tomorrow, a slight cool down Sunday into Monday, but right now our models are indicating that the middle of next week is going to get warm again. In fact, we could see some stronger winds in play. The weather in the valleys and Inland Empire, at least in the short term, watch out for those gusty winds at times and take precautions with those warm temperatures if you are going to be outdoors for an extended period of time. The weather in the deserts will be breezy, 70 this weekend in the high desert, 80s in the low desert, and finally in the mountains, watch out for those gusty winds through those mountain passes and canyons. 60s this weekend, and next week temperatures in the 50s.